Hello everybody, Gamer Penny here, bringing you another episode of our Final Fantasy XIV online Let's Play. Baby Behemoth, could you not photobomb us like that? But we are back in the Dome and Enclave, and we're ready to take on some more main story quests. So let's go ahead and talk to Hien. See what he would like from us. Ah, I see my letter reached you across the Ruby Sea. Thank you for coming so swiftly. Though I wrote at some length on the subject of the forthcoming exchange, there was one other matter I neglected to mention. It concerns Gosetsu. As you may have observed, he returned from his ordeal rather the worse for wear, and despite his best efforts to conceal his condition, or perhaps because of them, he recently collapsed. Aww. Good gods, is he alright? Confined to bed and grumbling without cease, but he has shown signs of recovery. He made me promise not to tell you, lest you worry unduly, which was all very and well when you weren't here. Now that you are, however, I think it high time he receives some visitors. Might you spare him a moment? Yotsuyu has scarce left his side, and I imagine you are curious to see what has become of her as well. We will visit him at once. Vesper, Alice, shall we? Yeah, let's go.
Open wide now.
Please, Tsuyu. I'm not so frail that I cannot feed myself. I grow weary of the taste of gruel.
You don't like it? Can I fetch you something else?
Aye, wine. Or if that is not wholesome enough, I don't know. A sweet persimmon from Namai? I enjoyed them in my youth.
A persimmon?
Nay, pay me no mind. I am full. Besides, we have guests.
I hope we are not interrupting your meal. We had heard you were confined to bed and thought you might welcome some visitors.
Confined to... A gross exaggeration. A trifle drained from my exertions, perhaps, but with a little rest, I shall be fighting fit again in no time.
Take off your clothes.
Whoa! We only just met.
Setsu, is this how you've been spending your time?
Alice.
My lady, I assure you, this is not...
Off with them. We need to wash you. You stink.
Of course Alphina would find that funny. Fantastic.
What are all these scars? There are so many of them.
You did them, Yotsuyu.
A life of battle will leave its mark upon a man. Is something wrong, Tsuyu?
It's nothing. I'm fine.
Uh-oh.
Leave me be, woman! I will not be fussed over like some newborn babe.
Oh boy. They make a convincing pair, do they not? On first acquaintance, I would think him a doting grandsire and her a model grandchild. Indeed, had someone told me a year ago that I would live to bear witness to such a scene, I would have declared them mad. That aside, I am relieved to see Gosetsu has lost none of his spirit. But what a turn of events. I mean, for her to suddenly be watching over him. You couldn't make it up. Although I suppose Gosetsu is an old man. With the way he charges through life, it can be easy to forget. He has resisted decrepitude, wow, with the same defiance he showed the enemies of Doma. But no matter how adamant his will, no man can carry on forever. He has pushed himself beyond the limits of endurance too many times. Even if his health returns, the fact remains he will never again be the warrior he once was. He has given his all for the liege and land, and we will ask no more. And what of his nurse? If Yotsuyu is feigning that, well, she certainly has me fooled. This is no pretense. Oh? Yugiri, out of all of us, I would think you the hardest to convince. So, what makes you so sure? I've been spying on Yotsuyu from the shadows, waiting for the misstep that would betray her charade for what it was. But her mask has never slipped, not once. She has remained in character from the first. One evening I watched her as she sat in her chambers, unguarded and alone. She had taken the dishes from the cupboard and was pretending to prepare dinner right there on the tatami. A child's game. Even the wariest shinobi would not go to such lengths. I can but conclude that her mind is truly broken. Well, that's good enough for me, and everyone else, I would hazard. Aye, the matter is settled. Yotsuyu will become Tsuyu, and begin a new life here in Doma. Before that can happen, however, we will need to present her to the ambassador one last time, to prove that her memory is truly gone. But I would not risk parading her in front of our returning conscripts. Her presence at the exchange would only stir up mutinous thoughts. Understandably, she as good as fastened the chains around their necks. Aye, which is why I mean to conclude this business with Tsuyu first, out of the sight of my countrymen. Will you help me? We are at your service. There is no higher purpose than the pursuit of peace. My thanks. The Garleans are on their way, and we must prepare to welcome the ambassador. We will meet you at the docks with Tsuyu. Alright. Meet them at the docks. I don't have anything new to give to the Dome and Enclave, I don't think. Let me see. You want some of these? No. Should learn this. Okay, I'll learn it in a second. What would you want? You want some, potions? Okay. 5 potions? How about, raptor stew? And how about, get you some meats and this? Cinnamon? And, one of these? How about latex? I know that's not a lot, but maybe that. Okay. No, I don't want to. That's just to clear out the inventory. I was gonna use this. Let's sort this out. Okay. What is this? Oh, here's another one. Use this, please. Oh. Where'd we get that? And I really should, sell those at the, what am I doing? I'm so distracted, I'm sorry. I really should sell those at the gold saucer. Oh my god, hello, fat chocobo. So, I think I talked about this, but I made some options for our glamours for not Stormblood, Shadowbringer. And I went back and looked at them, and I like one of them. The other two were like, do I really like them? I'm not sure. So, I'm gonna play around with our glamours again for Shadowbringer. My friends, have you seen Tsuyu? She is nowhere to be found. Uh-oh. What? But the Garleans will be landing in a matter of moments. If she's fled, could it mean her memories have returned? I know not. Yugiri is scouring the streets as we speak, but it is possible Tsuyu has left the Enclave altogether. Uh-oh. Captain, a word. Did you perchance carry a fair-skinned woman across the river? A fair-skinned woman, my lord? I do not rightly know. I think... Yes, my lord. Now that you mention it, there was a lady among the passengers whom I do not recall having seen before. Her face was hidden by the brim of her hat, but I remember taking her hand to help her onto the boat. White as new fallen snow, it was. Was she someone important, my lord? Have I done something wrong? Wrong? No. I was merely hoping to catch our guest before she departed. Be at ease, Captain. Uh-oh. 'Twould seem that Tsuyu has crossed the river. Kami, help me, no good can come of this. Oh, scouting, aiming, healing, casting. Yes, please. May I have my gear? Okay, let's open that then. Now the problem comes when we do this. Oh no. And all our gear is updated. Can I do glamour here? Uh-oh. Do I remember which ones are supposed to be hidden from you? That one's not. That one's not. Okay, good. I didn't give away any any of our glamours there. Alright, update gear. Perfect. What gear score are we at? 365. Good. It seems Tsuyu has gone unrecognized thus far, but Kami, help us if someone catches a clear view of her face. I must find her before that happens. The responsibility for her disappearance for all of this lies with me, but I would ask for your aid nonetheless. We are at your service, Lord Hien, now as before. Let us make the crossing and begin our search. You go on ahead. Someone should let Yugiri know what we've learned. I'll join you on the other side. Okay. We have no way of knowing where Tsuyu is headed, so we had best divide our forces. I will take Kusakari and its surrounds. Alfino, if you would take the road to Castrum Fluminus. Vesper, forgive me, but could I ask you to interrogate the residents of Yuzuka Manor? One of the Namazu may well have seen our quarry. If everyone is in agreement, let us board the skiff, and hope the Kami smile upon our efforts. Okay. Let's go find Tsuyu. Yanksha. This? No, that's the dungeon. Oh, here. Gyosen! Welcome to Yuzuka Manor. Yes, if there is anything you care to know, you need only... A pale-skinned woman? I've seen no such traveler, I am sorry to say. Most sorry. Scaly-skinned Namazu, on the other hand, we have in abundance. Okay. Where else? Inside? Yes, right here. Unusually pale skin. Yes, I saw this woman on the way back from my fishing trip. She had just crossed the shallows east of here and was headed in a northeasterly direction, for the most part. Her steps did not seem certain. If you hurry, you might still catch her. Ruh-roh. Trying to remember... Oh, I think I know where she went. Gone like the morning dew. Bum, 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 bum. See if we can find her. You see no sign of Yotsuyu to the north. Perhaps she is somewhere farther off to the northeast. Really? This is that blacksmith's house. Kusakari. Okay, somewhere around here, right down here. Still no sign of Yotsuyu. Perhaps she is yet farther to the northeast. Unbelievable. Uh-oh. What's up, girl? You're trying to eat me. What? Who? Oh, that's a fate. This guy. Yotsuyu is nowhere to be seen, but lying on the ground a short distance to the north, you spy a familiar-looking wide-brimmed hat. Really? Oh, jingle bells. That one. Bamboo hat. A cursory glance is all that is required to confirm your suspicions. It is the same hat Yotsuyu was wearing when you found her in Sakazuki. Uh-oh. Where'd she go? Vesper, before you ask, our search of Kusakari and its surroundings has yielded exactly naught. Save this chance reunion with you, I suppose. Mistress Alice has gone to assist her brother at the castrum. It was she who informed me of the situation. I joined Lord Heian here shortly afterward. Well, I found the hat. How did you fare at Yuzuka Manor? Yuzuka Manor, yep. Any sign of our missing guest? Do you not see the hat lying on the ground? Towards Namai. By the kami, if the villagers recognize her, it will not end well. We must hurry. Yugiri and I will check the paddies. The village square is yours. Uh-oh. She's looking for something.
Greetings. Might I have one of your... Wait! Please! I only wanted a persimmon.
Uh-oh.
Kami, save us! Her spirit has returned!
She's back from the dead to seek her revenge!
Uh-oh. Yeah, Heian, you're gonna have to deal with this, huh?
It can't be. She couldn't have survived.
What did I do?
As if you don't know!
Good people of Namai, be at ease, I pray you. You have naught to fear.
Yeah, how are you gonna handle this?
My lord, forgive me, but what is that monster doing here? They told us she was dead.
I too was surprised to learn of her survival. More even than you, I would hazard. 'Twas I who cut her down, I who left her to her fate.
Does she know that?
But it would seem the kami had other plans. By some miracle, both she and Gosetsu were spared when the keep collapsed, though Yotsuyu's preservation came at the cost of her memory.
You're saying she's forgotten? Forgotten everything she's done?
Lies! Lies! My lord, she would say anything to escape punishment!
What does it matter? We have not forgotten her crimes, and we demand justice! I beg of you, Lord Hien, draw your blade and rid us of this canker!
What I saw then, it's all true. I'm sorry! I'm so sorry.
Dang.
You're sorry? And what? We're supposed to forgive you?
Here, there's no need to cry. Can't you see how scared she is? How can you be scared of her? She's not the same.
Aw. I like that voice actress.
Until such time as her memories return, this woman shall be known as Tsuyu, and treated as a citizen of Doma. I will, however, see that she is watched at all times. Rest assured that there will be no more unannounced visits to the village. As your lord, I ask that you leave her fate in my hands, and suffer her to live, for now.
Please, Issei.
All right. I'll keep my peace.
From the mouths of babes.
As long as you're happy, that's all that matters.
Yeah. I don't know, that seemed to deflate real quickly. I don't know if it would be that easy for some people. Although, maybe they wouldn't want to persecute and yell out obscenities in front of a child, but... Alright, Hien. That would have been better avoided, but at least it did not end in bloodshed. And judging by Tsuyu's reaction, she remains oblivious to the events of her former life. This was no escape attempt. Nay, it seems it was an offhand request of Gosetsu's which brought her to Namai. She came in search of a persimmon. Ah, and they say fruit is good for the health. I do hope Gosetsu finds the taste to his liking. Well, we have certainly taken the long way around, but let us continue on to Castrum Fluminus, and our meeting with the ambassador. Alfino and Alice should still be there, conducting their search. Yotsuyu, you good? Okay. Is that Castrum Fluminus right down there? It is. That's the ambassador's ship. Jeez. What's this thing? Like a portal or something that goes up there? Or an anchor for the castrum? I'm gonna fly through it. Whee! Oh, I passed where I needed to go. We'll fly. Whee! Where were they? Oh, right down here. Okay. Where? Oh. It seems our imperial guests have already arrived. 'Tis time to meet with the ambassador. Alright. I hope all goes well. I actually don't remember if it does or not. I remember something, but I don't know the details.
What a pleasure it is to see you once more, Lord Hien. Not to mention my dear sister.
A pleasure to see you too, Ambassador. Forgive us our late arrival. You have our people aboard the airship?
Exactly as agreed. We would leave you in no doubt as to the purity of our intentions. I dare say it was the selfsame spirit of cooperation which prompted you to bring Yotsuyu here today.
Indeed. Before excluding her from the exchange, I thought it only fair that you see her condition for yourself. Physically, she is in fine health, but her mind is unchanged.
I wouldn't be certain of that, man.
So I see.
Mate, he
But
just looks
all
like
need
crazier
not
now.
necessarily be lost. In anticipation of this tragic turn of events, I took the liberty of inviting some special guests.
Oh god, what are you up to?
Ah, Yotsuyu. You look well.
Does she remember them? Oh! Asahai, look at you, little jerk.
Of all the people.
Is something wrong, dear sister? These are our beloved parents. Does not the sight of them bring back sweet childhood memories?
What a dick.
Gosetsu. I have to take this to Gosetsu.
It would seem my little surprise was not sufficient.
Ian's like, I don't like playing games with you, man.
You needn't glare at me so, Lord Hien. I merely did what any loving son would do for his family. Lest you doubt, I am content to leave the acting viceroy in your care. Pray, treat her as you would any daughter of Dorma. Do not grow too fond of this place, dear sister. You will come back to us ere long.
I really hate him.
We continue with the exchange as planned then.
Very good. The structure across the river should serve our needs. We shall await you there with the conscripts. If you would bring your captives.
Agreed. Until then, Ambassador.
And Ian didn't bow back, man. What's in those crates? Going on? I have a lot of questions. What's happening? I knew better than to trust Asahai, but that was a dirty trick. Still, unpleasant as it was, we have at least put the matter of Tsuyu's future to rest. I've sent her back to the Enclave with Yugiri to give Gosetsu his precious persimmon. Come, let us follow them. Okay. You have that look, Alphino. What is it? Oh, nothing of consequence, most like. We could discuss it upon our return. Yeah, he's got something in his head. Oh, good. They're putting me right back here. We should pay a visit to Kosetsu and reassure him of Tsuyu's fate. He will want to know that the Empire has finally relinquished its claim on her.
Gosetsu, are you awake?
My lord, come in, come in. When Tsuyu returned, her eyes were red from weeping. She spoke not a word, simply sat and peeled some fruit she'd brought for me. She then claimed weariness and retired to her chamber. Tell me, what happened to upset her so?
The ambassador arranged a surprise reunion with her foster parents. A misguided attempt to restore Yotsuyu to her senses. It was plain their presence caused her great distress, but she seemed otherwise unaffected.
Otherwise, I mean, as if the distress is not...
Yotsuyu was mistreated as a child, was she not? It was a cruel trick to use her tormentors like that, knowing the pain it could cause.
I like this Asahi less and less.
Asahi. Me too, Gosetsu, I'm with you.
Be that as it may, he has agreed to allow Yotsuyu to remain with us in Doma. Our primary concern now is to hand over the prisoners without incident and bring our people safely home.
There was one other detail at the meeting which caught my attention. I assume you all noticed the rather suspect crates within the castrum. The Imperials were quick to retrieve them afterwards, but I wonder...
Out with it, brother. You fear they might contain bombs or war machines?
If the ambassador wanted me dead, he has had ample opportunity. No, assassination is not his intent, but we should be on our guard for other acts of treachery.
My lord, forgive me, but the Lady Yotsuyu, she's gone.
Again?
Gone?
I beg your pardons, my lords. I was certain she'd fallen asleep.
No, the responsibility is mine. 'Twas I who gave her a room instead of a cell. She may simply have wandered outside. We will organize search parties. Might I call upon your assistance?
Yeah, man. We'll go find her. The second time she's wandered away. Gosetsu's like, I'm bedridden, man. He's so... I would be upset if all this was going on and I couldn't do anything about it.
Help! Help!
Uh-oh. Is that the mom and dad?
Help! Help me!
It's a good thing we have the echo and can see what really happened.
If only I hadn't remembered.
What's that? Oh.
He should hate me.
Oh. Don't do it.
But I will not suffer his kindness. Not after what I did to him.
Who's there?
Oh, it's you. What are you doing out here in the dark?
She just sounds like a nasty person.
This is the Enclave, is it? When the soldiers dragged us back to Doma, you were the last person I expected to see.
You're the bane of our existence, Yotsuyu. A font of misery.
Jesus.
You couldn't even do us the simple courtesy of dying, could you? Oh, no. You had to live and taint us with the shame of your failure. We had a perfect life in the capital, and now they're making us wallow in this muddy ruin like common swine. I don't deserve this.
Now, dear, that'll do. There seems little point in berating the girl when she scarcely remembers her own name. Our time would be better spent contemplating how we're to survive this unhappy predicament. You've kept your looks at least. I suspect you'd fetch a handsome price with the right buyer.
Ew.
Maybe enough to get us to Kugane and start a new business.
Yuck, man. There's Yotsuyu.
Ah, my beloved parents. No sooner do I wake from gentle slumber than the world returns in all its cruelty. Yes, this is how it always was. How it was meant to be. Very well. If I cannot escape my nature, then I shall embrace it.
Uh-oh.
To the very depths I have sunk, my soul steeped in spite and rotten to the core. The self-righteous hide behind justice, but I need no such mask. Father, Mother, was it not you who made me into this monster? Who taught me the truth of this miserable world? For years I knew naught but the taste of pain and humiliation. But the time has come to savor my vengeance against Doma. Against all my enemies. And it begins with you!
Uh-oh.
Yotsuyu!
What?
Dang. Dude, yes. Dang. Ugh. Asahi, man.
Well done, dear sister. Did I not say you would come back to us?
Brother dearest, what a surprise. You always were a cold-blooded little worm. I doubt you thought twice about sending our parents to their deaths.
Your dagger yet drips with their blood, and you presume to judge me? To be frank, I didn't think you had the strength to slay them so cleanly. A single thrust each. I'm impressed. But surely you can't be satisfied with murdering a pair of doddering elders. You yearn for a deeper vengeance, and the power to see it through.
That isn't that the mirror? Man, if someone found us over the bodies.
Please. I don't want to die.
I don't care. Sorry, my dude. You're disgusting.
Any sign of her?
See the bodies here?
What happened here?
Yotsuyu.
I knew what would happen if she recovered. And still, I did nothing. You say she left with her brother? Whatever he wants with her, he was willing to pay for it with his parents' lives. But this is neither the time nor the place. We must gather the others.
Interesting. I don't feel bad for her parents. What's weird is I feel bad for her. And she was, like, I hated her, so. We have recovered the, Nerusi's remains and will hold the cremation anon. Would that they had never set foot in Doma. I broke the news to Gosetsu myself. He was quiet. I think it best that he be allowed some time alone with his thoughts. Okay. Okay, let's take on the next one. Ooh. So, my friends, that which we feared has come to pass. Yotsuyu has regained her memory and returned to the Imperial fold. It is, by any measure, a cruel twist, not least for Gosetsu, but one which does not invalidate our agreement. According to the terms of the contract, we were bound to surrender Yotsuyu into the Garlean's hands should her condition improve prior to the hour of the exchange. By that reckoning, all is, if not as it should be, then as it must be. This I can accept. But what I cannot accept are the unconscionable lengths to which Asahi went to achieve this outcome. Given his recent conduct and his apparent admiration for Xenos, it is plain he cannot be trusted. That is to say nothing of the unexplained containers he insists on bringing to our meetings. Whatever the ambassador is planning, I think it unlikely our negotiations will end peacefully. In the event of hostilities, the safety of the conscripts must be our first concern. As such, I would have an escape route in place before the meeting begins. A wise precaution. If the main structure of Castrum Fluminis is to be the stage for the exchange, then I believe a thorough inspection is in order. The Citadel has stood empty ever since the Imperial withdrawal. While we took steps to ensure that it could not be defended by an occupying force, it is entirely possible that the ambassador has arranged things there to his advantage. I will slip inside and make certain we have an unobstructed exit. Pray allow me to join you. I have some experience in Imperial facilities, and should matters take a turn for the worse, I would hope to be of at least some use. Very good. That should be enough to guarantee us a way out of the castrum. Beyond that, however, we will need a ship to ferry the conscripts back to the Enclave. Even with every skiff we have, it would take several trips to evacuate everyone. A Confederate Seekaboon, on the other hand, would require only a single run, and leave us far less vulnerable on the water, assuming, of course, Rasho can be convinced to part with one. Might I take the lead on this? I've had dealings with Rasho and his pirates before, and I won't be alone, will I, Vesper? You can count on me. Much appreciated. I quite fancy parleying with pirates again. It's just a shame Lise won't be there to reprise her role. I am certain you would make a persuasive pair, but I think I will accompany you on these negotiations all the same. My lord, the ruler of Doma should not be seen consorting with common brigands. Come on, come now, Yugiri. They stood with us against the Empire. If we would ask their aid once more, we must treat them as equals. My presence shall serve to demonstrate our sincerity. Indeed, my lord, pray forgive the presumption. By your leave, Master Alphino and I shall be about our task. Okay. And we should be on our way to Onokaro. Time is short, and Rasho may take some convincing. Alright, well, we will do that, but I think we are going to do that in the next episode. So guys, that's going to be it for now. I want to thank you so much for all of your support on this series. If you do want to see more of the Final Fantasy XIV online Let's Play, make sure to leave a like or subscribe to the channel. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time. Alright, bye-bye everyone.